Welcome to Reviewsinsidetv, the place where we take a closer look at the latest products to help you make informed purchasing decisions. Today, we're checking out the EUHOMY 15-inch W commercial under-counter ice maker, a machine designed to keep the ice coming for your home, restaurant, bar, or hotel. If you're someone who regularly needs large quantities of clear, solid ice, this might be just what you've been looking for. But does it live up to the hype? Let's take a closer look. The EUHOMY ice maker boasts an impressive 90 pounds of daily ice production. In practical terms, that translates to about 40 clear ice cubes every 10 to 18 minutes, depending on conditions. This is no small feat, and it's designed for people who need a reliable ice supply, whether it's for a bustling bar or a busy household. The machine is built to handle constant demand with a 24-pound storage bin to ensure you're never caught without ice. What stands out is its versatility. It's designed to fit neatly under a standard kitchen or bar counter, but can also be used as a freestanding unit. At 14.96 by 18.47 by 33.99 inches, it's compact for the ice-making capacity it offers. Now let's talk about features. The EUHOMY ice maker comes with a reversible door that gives you the option to install it with left or right hinges, giving you flexibility depending on the layout of your kitchen or bar area. The door itself is stainless steel, providing not only durability, but also a sleek, modern aesthetic. The 3-layer housing ensures that your ice stays frozen longer, reducing the rate at which it melts once produced. A clever touch is the multifunctional LCD control panel. It allows you to monitor the ambient temperature, adjust the size of the ice cubes, and even set the machine to automatically start or stop running, all through a 24-hour timer function. When it comes to maintenance, EUHOMY has kept it simple with a self-cleaning function. You just press the timer clean button for 5 seconds and the machine takes care of the rest, helping to prolong the life of the unit. That's an essential feature, especially for busy environments where constant cleaning might otherwise become a hassle. So, how does it perform in the real world? Well, after setting it up in a standard kitchen setup, I was curious to see how quickly the ice would start to fill up the 24-pound storage bin. Within just a few hours, the ice maker was already producing clear, solid cubes. The machine itself is relatively quiet compared to other ice makers in this class, though it's important to note that the noise levels will vary depending on the space you put it in. Its compact design is a blessing, fitting neatly under the counter without crowding the space. When it comes to ice production, the EUHOMY ice maker doesn't disappoint. The cubes are clear, well-formed, and of a decent size. Adjusting the thickness was simple enough via the control panel, and you can experiment with it depending on whether you want smaller, faster melting cubes or larger, more solid ones. However, as with most machines in this category, you'll need to ensure that the drainage pipe is set up correctly to avoid any flooding, as it relies on proper drainage for optimal performance. Now, on to the strengths and weaknesses. On the positive side, the machine is incredibly easy to set up and start using. The build quality feels solid, with a sturdy stainless steel door and well-designed control panel, okay? The fact that it can be installed under a counter or used as a standalone unit adds versatility, and the reversible door makes installation more flexible. Plus, the self-cleaning function is a real time saver, keeping maintenance low without sacrificing functionality. The ice production rate is impressive. 90 pounds per day is more than enough for typical household or commercial use, and the fact that it doesn't take long to fill the storage bin is a huge bonus. However, there are a couple of downsides to keep in mind. While the machine is compact for its capacity, it may still be too large for some smaller kitchens, particularly if you're planning to install it under the counter. It's also essential to make sure that you have the proper drainage set up. Without it, you'll face water buildup, which could cause the machine to underperform or even damage it. Additionally, while the ice production is great, the machine can get a bit noisy if it's in a small enclosed space. It's something to keep in mind if noise levels are a concern for you. In terms of value for money, the EUHOMY 15-inch W commercial ice maker is competitively priced for the features it offers. With a 90 pounds daily production capacity, it's on par with other models at a similar price point. For example, machines with similar features, like the EdgeStar IB120SS, are similarly priced but might offer slightly less storage capacity or a more basic control panel. Given the storage bin size and the self-cleaning function, this EUHOMY model holds its own in this price range. Comparing it to alternatives, if you were looking at ice makers in this category, you'd find that while the EUHOMY does a solid job across the board, some models might offer slightly quieter operation or better energy efficiency. For instance, the Scotsman CU50GA1A produces slightly less ice but offers quieter operation and is known for its long-term reliability. However, the EUHOMY excels in ice production speed and ease of use, which could be crucial for those with heavy ice needs in a short period. As for build quality, the stainless steel construction of the EUHOMY ice maker is sturdy and should hold up well over time. There haven't been widespread reports of significant issues with this model, but the long-term reliability can be a bit speculative given the lack of extensive consumer feedback so far. That said, EUHOMY is a trusted brand in the appliance space, and I expect this machine to provide solid performance for several years with proper care. If you need to reach out to customer support, EUHOMY generally has a good reputation for handling issues efficiently. Of course, I didn't run into any major problems during testing, but it's always good to know that responsive support is available should you need it. Wrapping up, the EUHOMY 15-inch W commercial under-counter ice maker is a solid choice for anyone in need of high-quality ice production, whether it's for a bustling home kitchen, a small restaurant, or even a hotel bar. It produces a significant amount of ice quickly and efficiently, with some great features like the self-cleaning function and adjustable ice thickness. Sure, there are a few minor trade-offs, like the need for proper drainage and a bit of noise in confined spaces. But overall, this is a great option for those who need reliable, fast ice production on a daily basis. Thanks for watching. If you're considering this model, you can find all the details in the comments box below. Let me know if you've used it or have any questions about your experience. Until next time, remember, there's always a review inside.